Hello and welcome to Board Game TV. It's Fantasy Friday and we're playing Pathfinder Rise of Skull and Shackles, I'm sorry. And we are on the first scenario, adventure. As you can see, it says the Pirate Isles of the Shackles have long been a refuge for independent freebooters, press gang strangers sail the high seas, preying on shipping and contending with mutinies, rival buccaneers, raging storms, and fearsome sea monsters, but a far-reaching conspiracy points towards a foreign invasion of the Shackles and the crowning of a new Hurricane King. Okay. During this adventure path, after you begin Tempest Rising, which is the third adventure path, when you would banish a Bane with the basic text, remove it from the game. When you would banish a Boon with the basic text, you may remove it from the game. After you begin the Price of Infamy, do the same cards with the Elite trait. Okay. The Wormwood Mutiny is our first adventure path. It is no one asked to join the crew of the ruthless pirate Captain Barnabas Harrigan. But when his ship, the Wormwood, leaves port, it usually sets sail with several unwitting new crew members. Survival aboard the Wormwood means carving out a place among the crew of vicious scallywags ready to fight for their bloodthirsty commander. There's booty to be had, after all, and opportunity waits for those who demonstrate a knack for survival. And besides, following orders is often just a step on the path to being the one who gives them. Alright, and so our first adventure for the Wormwood Mutiny is Press Ganged. A night's carousing ends with a sharp crack on the back of the neck. The world returns with an unfamiliar deck and miles of featureless sea. Creaking timbers and gap-toothed jeers add up to one thing: press gang. Can you survive the brutal crew of Captain Barnabas Harrigan? Okay, so we only have one place, and it's the Fog Bank. And we had some special instructions here. It says deal one random henchman into a Bane pile. And we had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 henchmen. All 6 of these henchmen. Alright. Shuffle the other henchmen and add the villain into the location deck. Add 5 random barriers from the box. So we got a bigger deck than normal here. Each character's hand size is equal to the number of cards in the Bane pile. When you defeat a Bane, add it to the Bane pile. The Fog Bank cannot be closed. When you would defeat Master Scourge, he's the villain, he is undefeated unless all 6 henchmen are in the Bane pile. Each character gains a skill feat if we win. Okay, so this is going to be a little hard since we only have, we start with 1 in the Bane pile. Okay, so there we go. We start with 1 character in the Bane pile. And we only get to have 1 card. Okay? And that's it. So we're going to start, I don't know which one it is either, so I have no idea. So the Fog Bank reads, after you play a card or use a power that examines cards in this location deck, shuffle it. Okay? So we have Valeros. We might as well just stick everybody here because we're all here. And we have Valeros, and let's do the Fog Bank. Okay, first card. Hull Damage. Okay. As you can see, it's a 1 card. Intelligence Craft 6. The difficulty barrier is increased by the adventure deck number of the current scenario. So it's 1 more, so it's 7. If defeated, your ship is repaired. If undefeated, your ship is dealt 1d4 structure damage, and you must banish 1 random plunder card. Okay, that kind of doesn't make sense, though. Because we're not on we don't have our ship. We're press gang. We're on their ship, so let's just okay. So let's see, intelligence craft. Well, there's no way we can beat that. So there we go. Already, that's terrible. So, but like I said, I don't think it's going to matter much because if defeated, your ship is repaired. Okay, well, I mean, we were press gang. We don't have our ship. So if undefeated, and you must banish 1 random plunder. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we say we were press ganged, and then they busted up our ship after they press ganged us. How about that? Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of a random card. Okay, plunder card here. Let's see here. Okay, can't get rid of that one. Or that one. Okay, I get rid of this ally. He's gone. So there we go. And that's done. Next turn. Alright, is Al-Hazara, who only has a cure. Let's see what happens. Okay, Albert Hartson. He's a henchman 8, combat 10. If you play a weapon, the difficulty is decreased. I know if your check has. Okay, I don't think there's any way I'm going to beat this guy. Nope. So we're going to have to lose this card. And he's going to get randomly put back in the deck. Alright, that was pretty bad. Okay. Alright, that's the end of that turn. Next turn is Lorraine, and she has the pistol. Let's see what we come against. Taking on water. You may recharge any number of allies. Well, we don't have any. If undefeated, display next to your location deck. You may not move or be moved from this location while this barrier is next to it. At the start of each character's turn, that character must succeed strength to banish this card or your ship is... Again. Okay, so I have strength, constitution, craft. Let me see. My constitution is a d6 plus 1. So it's possible I can do this. But I don't do it. Alright, so this is going next to the location. And that's it for him. You may not move or be moved. Well, we weren't going to do that anyways. Okay, next up, Valeros. Alright, here's Albert, but first he has to do this check. Strength, Constitution, or Craft 7. Okay, we might can do this. We got an 8, so we are able to banish this barrier. Okay. So now we have the Albert guy. He's a 10. And we have a cutlass, which is a swashbuckling. If you play a weapon, yeah. I have to play a weapon. So by 6, so it's 16. Jeez. Okay, so let me get my D10, which I have. Let's see, a D6 and a D8. This is not going to be easy. Okay, well that's actually 9 and 6 and 4, so that's 10. That's plus 1. I gotta get rid of the cutlass, but wait a minute. After you would discard a weapon, you may recharge it. Okay. So we beat this guy. So he's now in the Bane deck. So now we can each have 2 cards. And that's the end of that turn. So, okay. Do our blessing. And next one is swabbing the decks. You may recharge any number of allies. If defeated, you may recharge. Each character recharges. If leave this barrier face up on the location. Okay. Alright, Constitution, Fortitude 7. There's, well, I do have a 6. No. There's no way. There's no way I'm beating that. So, Okay, there's no way I'm beating that. So we go on to the next player. Okay, now, remember, this is going to stay there. Each character recharges one card. Okay. So he has to recharge a card. Okay. So he gets 2 cards. Alright, if undefeated, leave the barrier. Characters must encounter this barrier as their first exploration. Okay. Constitution, Fortitude. Okay, well, he can get it. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. No, don't get it. There's no way I can get that. So, jeez. Oh boy, this is terrible. So I cannot. Well, I can, because I can get rid of him and I can keep exploring, because this is the first thing. Okay, so I'll get rid of that guy and keep exploring. And we have hull damage again. And this is an intelligence craft. It's going to be 7. If undefeated, you're still, and you must. Okay, we're not going to be able to defeat that. He's got to get rid of a random plunder card. So we'll get rid of that, and that's the end of that. Okay, it's Valeros' turn. And he's going to have to swab the decks. Okay, Constitution, Fortitude. Alright, he has a D8. Now I'm going to play this, actually, and give me 2 dice. 3 and 3, but plus 1, because of his Constitution, Fortitude, is 7. So we beat this card. Finally. And that'll be the end of that turn. Okay, Al-Hazara here is Harpoon Trap. Or Disable. I don't think I can do anything like that. Dexterity. His dexterity is horrible. If undefeated, this barrier deals damage to you. Okay. Well, let's see. There's 2 damage to him. And I can discard this card to reduce the damage. So that is done. And I think we'll end it there. Lorraine gets 2 cards. And the next one is Goose in the Rigging. Before you act, succeed at a strength 6 check. Here's about 3. Okay. There's no way I'm doing that. So this is going to be 10. Intelligence Craft. There's no way I'm going to beat this either. So, if undefeated leaves character's location, count this barrier as a first turn. Okay, so that's it. There's no way I can defeat that. Next up is Valeros. Okay. His intelligence and craft is not going to be too good either. So, there's no way he's beating that. So that'll be the end of his turn. Okay. Al-Hazara does have a chance to beat it. But his strength, he can't get a 6. So it's going to be 10. However, we got a blessing here. So we're going to play 2 D6s. Okay, we get a 4 and a 5, which is 9. But we do have knowledge, intelligence plus 2, which makes it 11, which is what we need. We beat the Goose in the Rigging. However, that's going to be the end of his turn. Next up, we have, okay, Jaundice Jape. If the check has piercing, or add 1d4 to it. Okay. If defeated you... Okay. I think we can do this. We just need an 8. Now, I have a dagger. Now, Valeros is with me, so I'm going to get a D4. And my strength is a D4. That's my dexterity. I use my dexterity, which is a D8, okay? So I use a D8, and then it says plus 1 D4, and you may additionally recharge to add another 1 D4. So I'm just going to overload it. Actually, I'm not. I'm not going to get rid of the dagger. I'm just going to use this. Okay. 6, 8, right on the dot. So we beat the jaundice guy. So now we have 3 cards in our deck. And I'm going to use this Master Gunner, and we're going to explore again. And this is, okay, Arnetta Banson. If the check, okay, it's the same thing. If the check to defeat has a swashbuckling trait, which it does, so we're going to do the same damn thing. Okay. See, 3 and 2 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus another 3 for my dexterity. And that's good enough. Okay, so we beat this guy. So this is now 4 henchmen, and we got rid of the Master Gunner, and that's going to be the end of the turn. Okay. So now it's Valeros. Now he can draw 2 cards. He's at his limit though with the 4. And let's see what we have here. We have drowning spike traps. Ugh. Dexterity disabled. Well, alright. Maybe I can do something with that blessing. May not move at the start of it. Okay, dexterity disabled 7. I have a dexterity of a D6. I am going to play a blessing to add another dice. And I rolled a 7 on the dot. So the drowning spikes trap is defeated. Okay. I think that's it. That's all I can do. Dolphin does not let me explore again. So let's put down our blessing. It's Alhazar's turn. Let's see what he finds. Blessing. Alright. Dexterity Divine 5. I think I can get that actually. No, man, he doesn't have Divine. Yeah, he does. Right here. Okay. So I'll take it. And you know what? We'll play it and explore again. And we have Vine Choker. It's immune to mental before you act, or you may not play spells. I'm not going to play spells anyways. Okay. So it's a 10 to beat. Alright. Well, we get a D4 for Valeros. We have a D4 for us. Recharge this card to add 1d6, so we'll do that. And let's see here. Maybe I'm going overboard. I will discard and add another D4. Okay, yeah, I went a little overboard. That's 8 and 3 and 5. Yeah, we defeat the Vine Choker. No problem. I think I'm going to end it for him on that turn. So it's going to be around his turn. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see what we get. Giant Rock Crab, 13. Alright, we got to fight twice. Or if you trade. Okay, well, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to get a D4 because Valeros is there. I'm going to use my dagger. My dexterity, D8, plus another D4, plus another D4. Alright, so it's done based solely on the second one. 6. If the giant is defeated or undefeated. Okay, well, based on the second roll, okay. So good thing too, because we wouldn't have defeated. Alright, well that time it's an 8, a 3, a 4, a 1. So that's Yeah, it's plenty. That's 13. Okay, so, however, it was a ranged attack. So I have to take 1 combat damage. So I lose my knife, I lose a blessing, but it is defeated. And that'll be the end of the turn. Okay, it's Valeros' turn. I'm going to draw a card for him. See what we get. Okay, Slippery Sly Logan. He's an 8. Okay, I think we can beat him, no problem. I'm going to use my Cutlass, my Strength Melee, and a D6. Huh. 4. That was a 2. 4 plus 3 is 7. But my Cutlass is a +1, which makes it 8. Barely beat it, but we beat this guy. Okay, so that's now 5 Banes in the deck. I'll put them like this now. And that's it. He cannot explore again. 2, 4, 5. Alright, Alhazara will go. Okay, here's the villain. Before you act, or he's evaded. Okay, there's no way I can do that. So I'm going to have to take 1 poison damage because he does that, and then he's going back in the deck. Alright, that's going to be the end of that turn. Okay, let's see, Lorraine. Okay, and we come across a giant frog. A random character at your location encounters. Okay, so let's see here. It's this guy, Alhazara. Alright, Alhazara. 1d4. Another 1d4. Two more d4s, I'm sorry. Because I'm playing a blessing. Alright. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 8, +1 is 9. Woo, that was lucky. Okay, so the frog is defeated, but it was his turn. So he's going to play a blessing and we're going to explore again. And this is taking on water. You may recharge any number of allies defeated. Okay, so Strength, Constitution. Okay, I'm going to play this blessing here. And I'm going to get 2 d6s to try to get that. And I got a 6 and a 2, which is 8. So we beat the taking on water. No problem. And that is the end of his turn. Okay, so now Valeros will go. And this is Phipps Chumlet. If the check to defeat has the finesse or swashbuckling, which their Cutlass does, so add 1d4. So we'll do that. Alright, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just barely enough, but we beat it. But I can't explore anymore. So there we go. But we do get 6 cards. That means he can get his full deck here. And let's see, we have, okay, this guy again. Okay, I can't beat that. So he's going back in there, and we're gonna have to get rid of a card for poison damage. That's fine. Okay, and that's the end of that turn. Let's draw 2 more cards for him. And this is Rage Spell. Well, Intelligence Arcane 6. I mean, I could potentially get it. I gotta get 6. Huh! He has a Rage Spell. Okay. I'll just discard it. And he can't go anymore, so that's it. So now it's Valeros' turn. And we get Master Scourge. Now, I think that's all the henchmen. It is all the henchmen. Alright, so let's see here. Before you exceed a Constitution Fortitude. Okay. He does got a good chance to do it. So let's figure this. Okay, well let's try to make our check. We get a D8 plus 1. And so we need a 7. Oh, we got it. Okay, so now we can fight that guy. And he has a strength of 12. Okay, so I'm going to play my cutlass. I'm going to give me my strength plus a D6. I don't want that one. I want this one. Plus another D8. Let's see what we can do. Okay, that's enough. That's 12 right there. Plus 3. Alright, so we beat this guy. And then, of course, he deals 1 poison damage to me. That's no problem. So we defeat this guy. Recharge when closing. Okay. Recharge your hand which contain at least 1 card. Okay. Well, I recharge my hand which contain at least 1 card. I do. And so we beat Master Scourge. And we're going to gain a skill feat. Okay. Well, that was a little different than what we normally do, but hey, that's fine. And we beat the first scenario. So next time we can come back, we will be on the second adventure. Until then, the Wormwood Mutiny. So until then, I will see you.